Hi, and welcome again to another edition of Market Analysis for today, February 14th, 2024. I'm Giovanni Benacourt, analyst, trader, and educator with Vantage Markets. So, inflation was hot and investors got burned. But for now, the disinflation story remains intact. It's just the timeline for rate cuts that has been pushed back. Markets are now pricing in a first cut for June. A month ago, March was seen as the likely date. The stock market reaction in the context of the recent rally fits in what that assessment. The Dow Jones may have had its worst day since March 2023, but it remains in positive territory for the year and even for the month of February. The S&P 500 fell to a level at which it was traded on February 2nd, so all is not lost by any means. But it is what comes next that will determine whether Tuesday's market reaction was a blip or the start of a downturn for stocks. More sticky or hot, inflation data could even raise the possibility of another Federal Reserve hike, an outcome that will crush the rally. The reality check was a long time coming, particularly given the S&P 500 recent record rise above the 5,000 level. The market and the Fed have been on different wavelengths for a while when it comes to rate expectations. After the December meeting, the traders saw 6 quarter points cuts in 2024 compared with the central bank's vision of 3. Traders now see between 3 and 4 cuts. It raises questions about that final meeting of 2023. Did the Fed go too far in suggesting earlier and more aggressive rate cuts? Or did the market, desperate for the long-awaited pivot, overreact to the hints it was given? Regardless of where the blame lies, we are where we are, and it's time to look forward. Friday's Producer Prices Index is the next key inflation reading before the Fed's preferred metric, the PCE price index, later in the month. So with that, let's take a look at the markets. What kind of fluctuation can we see for today? Well, yesterday we saw nothing but red. We did recover from this lower fluctuation. However, we are away from being overbought. We are fluctuating to the upside. We are trading right above the moving average. So let's go with the momentum. Let's go higher. 18,000 is going to be that resistance for it. So let's see if that will be the case. Then we have the S&P 500 looking to come back to a 5,000, and most likely it's gonna reach that. I'm using a lower resistance, 5020. That's the resistance for it, and the end is the support 49.25. Dow Jones looking to strongly to recover from all those 534 points that he lost yesterday. So let's see if he comes back up to 38,600. I have my resistance at 38,700. Crude oil is just making higher highs and higher lows. This is a completely uptrend movement for crude oil. We are far from entering overbought territory, so $80 can be the target buying. Okay, nat gas is completely oversold, so a correction is imminent. That correction could be today, taking us back above $2. So keep that in mind. Then we have gold that was just plummeted. It took a beating yesterday. Dollar index valuation took shine off the gold of the precious metals. So 2000 is going to be that market, that internal psychological round number, so into a resistance level for it. So can we meet that level? Let's see. We are reaching oversold territory, so another leg down could be contemplated. 1980 could be the support. Otherwise 2000 or even more. But for now, just selling could be the best bet. So silver is a different story. It's recuperated itself, sustaining itself above 22. Let's see if 22.5 can be met today. Then we have copper, also trying much of a consolidation sideways movement. I think it's going to make a very tight range today. So very choppy today for copper. Bitcoin is just keep on giving. So now overcome the 50 marker, overcome the 51 marker. So next one is 53. Well, 55 could be the case, but going long, we are completely in the overbought territory. So a correction can also be contemplated. Then we have the euro. The euros it bounced off 107. I said yesterday it's going to look to hold 107. It held 107. Will it return and come back and fluctuate towards the 107.5? That's what we want to see today. The pound is continuing to lose ground, trending lower. 125.5 is already in the mix. So let's see if that will be the case. 125. Let's see if that happens. Then the dollar index, yesterday's fluctuation, that's what we saw, all that pullback on gold and the currencies. And today is looking to perhaps, it's right on the borderline of overbought. Could it do another leg and just towards 105 and just rebound from here and trend lower? That could be the case. Or can it just start trending lower now, at least to mid-range of yesterday's range, or midway to yesterday's range? That could also happen. So keep that in mind. All right, that's it for me today. Have a fantastic trading day, and I will see you tomorrow.